Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Brian. In this video today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to machine a part at work. And ahead of time I'm going to apologize for the audio content, or the quality, let me say. Filmed it with an action camera and you don't get the best results with that. At least I don't get the best results with that. So I've tried to tame it down as much as I can. So part of it you might have to turn up. Part of it you might have to turn down. So anyway, here we go. So this is a spur gear. It runs a machine that pulls basically fabric through. There are three of them meshed together that turn three separate rolls, and the operators aren't paying attention sometimes. It can get wrapped up on itself, which produces a high tension situation, and things like this happen. They explode the cast iron gear. I was able to find a new one, the one that was in stock, but it has what they call a rough stock bore. So I need to bore this out to this, which is 2 7/16, and we'll have to broach a keyway in there. Figure something a little bit different, bring you along for it. We're doing that in a metal lathe. This has what we call, I have two chucks for this. I have a 3-jaw chuck and a 4-jaw chuck. This is a 4-jaw. It's independent, so every jaw works on its own screw. So first off, we'll need to put that gear in here and do what they call indicating it, where we get it running perfectly true, so the hole in the center is perfectly true with the outside of the circumference of the teeth of the gear. We need to chuck up on this hub because there's no hub on the other side, so this is all I'm going to be able to grip with the jaws, and this gear's like 50 pounds. So, this hub's about 4 inches, the jaws are about 4.5. So we'll move them in some. I'm just going to do a turn on each jaw. See where we end up. And I'll do a half a turn. That will be either too close or too far. Back off a little bit. You can also use the lines on the chuck to help get you close. That's just kind of loosely in there. Normally you would put a dial indicator on the outside and watch it until you get it to run 0. Since I don't have that hub out here, I'm going to have to find something different. Might be able to indicate kind of on the wrong side of this inner bore. Let's see how that looks. So you can see how far it's out. So basically you can indicate this in, and I'll bring you back when I've got it closer. I don't need to make this a full lesson on indicating a part. Maybe this will show a little better. So after a couple turns, I got it pretty close. And I've got another adapter that I can put in there and get it even closer. If you're watching other people on YouTube, got this Starrett 671 indicator attachment, and this will go on the indicator and basically reverse the action of it. So now I can attach this and run this up in the bore. Glare is going to let that show up. I'm just turning this by hand. That is really close. So let's try tightening that jaw. I'll tighten all of them. Make sure they're snug. See, I moved a little bit. Let me go the opposite one. Tighten that. So that says that's running perfectly true. What we don't know is we need to check this direction, see if it's got any run out, which it probably does. Pull this attachment off. Turn the indicator out onto this face. Assuming you can see that. Get any dust off this too. So basically it doesn't really matter what the number is, you're looking for change. So if it goes higher, that means this face is sticking out more. So that's probably our highest spot right there. I'm going to tap on it a little. Right there. Pull the indicator away. Sometimes the best way to tell is just eyeball it. So let's put this thing in gear. A little spin. That looks pretty darn good for what we need to do. Zing that up a little more. I'm good with that. So this bore's got to come out pretty good ways, and with that small ignition bore in it, our boring bar isn't going to fit. So I'm going to take a drill bit, take a rather gigantic drill bit, and we'll take one pass through there to get it opened up. This is what we're going to use. Let's take our first pass. Get a bird's eye view of that. Move the carriage moved up. Now I can slide the tailstock up. Made it all the way through. Now we can take this drill bit out of here and move this tailstock back. Get out of the way. We're done with it. Next we'll get the boring bar in position. Okay, we have the boring bar installed now. And we gotta hog this out pretty good, so I'm gonna take a pretty good pass the first time. See how our speed looks. Probably increase that a little bit. We'll give it a test pass and see how we look. Speed up a little more. Take about another, see what 100 thousandths looks like. Pretty much we'll just keep taking passes till we get close to our finished size. Right now we're running 250 RPM. Made a few passes. Looks like we're at 2.265. So put that in our digital readout because we need to go to 2 7/16, which is 2.4375. But that'll give us an idea of where we are. So then if I turn the hand wheel out, we'll go another 100 thousandths. Go to 2.36 or so. Sped up a little bit too. This cast iron really flings the chips all over the place. After another pass, we're at 2.395, which is pretty close to what our DRO is reading. So I think we'll dial in our number, 2.4375. And we'll let it rip. So of course somebody came in and wanted to talk, so we ended up about perfect. This is the broach guide that we'll broach the Keyway with, so it's exactly 2 7/16. This is usually the test, and it fits. It's a little bit of play, but this gear is a little bit warm, so it's probably expanded some, so it should end up about perfect. Next we'll heave this out of here and cut a Keyway. Next up, we're over here at an arbor press we have to broach the Keyway. The gear is about all it's going to fit in here. So there's the broach guide, or bushing, whatever you want to call it. According to the internet, the standard Keyway for this is a 5/8. So this is a 5/8 E broach. First pass is really, you see it has teeth, and that's what will cut it as it goes down through the bushing or guide. So pretty much, first one's easy. Just put it in. You stand back. Utilize the press. Push it all the way through. And what happens is you run out of stroke, or you bottom out on the bushing. My method is find a long enough bolt that you can stick in there, act as a little bit of a spacer. Come on. And you should be able to push it the rest of the way. The further you go, the harder it gets. I also like to put a piece of foam down there. Broach to fall out and hit. And usually at the end it'll just pull out. That's not the case, so you're going to need something longer to push with. You just have a small piece of key stock in there. So now that we've made our first pass, there's the appropriate E shim that fits in there. You just reload your broach. It's kind of hard to do one-handed. There you go. Get it started. Repeat the process. This will just cut deeper on each subsequent pass. You just keep adding shims, depending on the size. It can be 0, 1, 2, 3. We'll probably do 3 and then measure it. So that's after 3 shims. 0.3125 is 5/16. This is a 5/8 keyway. The depth's normally half the width, so that would be 5/16, which it does not look like we're there, so I need to go find another shim. So after 4 shims, looks like we have our correct 5/16 depth. Whew. It's a little tiring to push through there. So now we'll put a set screw in here and then 190 degrees to the side. Got the hole drilled, 27/64 for a half 13 tap. Of course it ends up at a little bit of an angle because you can't get a full-size drill down in here. You got a mega long drill bit, which I don't have, but it ends up being straight enough that it'll work. Okay, so it's good to go. So you go find somebody to put it on. Thanks for watching.